Good day again. My name is Stan, and today I'm so excited. Just want to introduce you to the 13 Principles of Success by Napoleon Hill in the book Think and Grow Rich. The book changed my life. When I got out of the book, it really changed my life. And I'm going to go through with you the 13 principles that are in the book that are very important. So if you get hold of the book, you need to just get hold of, go through to the principles, and the way he teaches and his philosophy is very important. Napoleon Hill was born in 1988 and he died in 1970, and he was an orphan boy at 13, and he managed to take a challenge from Andrew Carnegie to become one of the successful authors of the book Think and Grow Rich, which has sold over 30 million copies worldwide, if not more by now. He still speaks to people from his grave, he still teaches people from his grave, and I'm one of his students, and he's one of my mentors that I go through, that I go to for information, for faith, and when I'm feeling like I'm lost, I go to Napoleon Hill for direction, through his recordings that he did, and also through his book. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch this video. And then the fifth principle of the 13 principles is desire. Desire is very important for you to be able to achieve anything. You need to have a strong desire to want to change your life, to want to improve the life of people around you, and to want to impact business around you in a way that brings them success to everyone else. So you must have a strong desire. That's the number of the first principle. Desire is very important for you to be able to do something tangible. If you want to move a needle in your life, if you want any kind of success, you have to have a big desire to change your life and to change the lives of people around you, and to offer services that are very helpful to others, that solve solutions for everyone else. The desire should be very important. And the second one is faith. We think faith is about God and about everything. It's about Christianity or about theology. Faith is very important. For me, I learned faith when I was going through something where I had faith in the system, have faith in the principles, and have faith in the sowing and reaping principle that exists. That if you sow something, you always plant. You don't have to be Christian to be able to believe that. It's a principle that if you sow something, with the amount of the sowing that you do, you reap a harvest similar or in proportion to the kind of sowing. So that's a principle that really does not have to do anything with the Bible if you don't want to be religious in this way. So you have to have a great faith to say, in whatever you do, that you are capable of producing good fruit, that or you also deserve that all good things can happen to you as well as you sow. So as you start working in your life and putting so much work in changing your life, I hope you understand and have faith in your ability to create an amazing life for you and your friends and people around you and the people that you work with and your family, to be able to bring them success. So you must have faith that it's also possible for you if it's possible for another person. It's not like the rich were chosen. You can change your life. Yes, you were born poor. Yes, probably you're not doing well, but you can change your situation according to your faith. I have strong faith. I believe that I deserve all the good that is around me. I wake up and say, God, help me to see the good around me and help me to experience all the good around me. So you must also have that kind of faith to see the good around you, to look at the good around you, to believe in the good around you, to be able to receive the good around you. And then the third one, it's auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion works like you who do some affirmations that says, I am rich, I'm successful, even before, and you believe it. I'm rich, I'm successful, I have this. So you need to suggest, I have a big business, I have a very good family, I've got properties. So you auto suggest this to your mind, whatever you want to achieve. You must be able to affirm it, That's also a suggestion to affirm, to do affirmation that says, I am special, I deserve all success that I need, I deserve to be rich, I deserve to be uh, to be wealthy, and I can help people around me. I can help organizations and churches around me. So that's other one for or as a suggestion is the third one. And then we're going to the uh, fifth one. Yeah, the fourth one. The fourth one is specialized knowledge. Specialized knowledge means that you need to have a skill, because you can't want to be successful if you don't have any skill. We can't just think on our way to success if we don't have any skill. So if you have an interest in any area and you acquire a skill in that area that will help you to provide value to people, then you'll be successful. And also, you might not have a skill or specialized knowledge, but you should be able to sell. If you find a product that you are able to sell that can bring value to people, that can solve other people's problems, it's also the same as specialized knowledge. So you get a product and you're able to sell that product that changes people's lives. And then the fifth one principle is called imagination. You must be able to imagine the life that you want. If you can imagine yourself in a car and smelling the leather and drive down the road with the car that you want, living in a house that you want, imagine that and see it, and see the business, how the business grows, and see how you help other people. So you'll be able to create that life in your mind and to imagine it and to be able to do more with your imagination. So you need to continually set time, maybe 10-15 minutes, and to imagine the life that you want and believe as if you're living that life. Imagination is the fifth one. So we're going to the sixth principle, which was called organized planning. Organized planning means you need to organize how you're going to achieve your goals, how you're going to attain everything that you need, that you want you to what you want to achieve. You write it down and how you're going to do it. If you want to get to a certain goal, you need to put a plan in place. If you need to acquire skill, put that and you're going to acquire skill. If you need to find a product, put that you want to find a product, and by that time you need to be and what your customers, who your customers are, who are people who can afford your product. That's the plan that you need to put in place. Organized planning. And then decisions is the seventh principle. You must be able to make sound decisions, and sound decisions come when you continually learn, when you continually read, because all decisions comes up to is the information that's within you to be able to make a sound decision. So if you have enough information inside you, you'll be able to make a sound decision. And at times we won't make the right decision, but we can adjust. If we make a wrong decision, you can adjust and go the other way, and you go the other way. The idea is to just make a decision and start. If the decision is not the right one, you can change it and you can make your way again. But it's important to try and get knowledge so you can be able to make good decisions in your life. And then the eighth principle is persistence. And at times success is not something that you get at one go. At times it will take so many tries for you to get at it. And I remember I always talk about it, that there's so many times that I cried, there's so many times that I wish I'd gotten a job, but I persisted doing what I wanted to do, that I loved doing art, doing sign writing and creating branding for companies, and putting new signage for them, new designs for them. I didn't even know how to design at the time. When I started sign writing, I used to go to a person to make a mock-up for me so I can show a client, and then they can give me a go-ahead, because a client won't give me a go-ahead before they see the proposal of how their signage would look. So I struggled in the beginning trying to do those proposals, but in the end I learned how to do the proposal by myself, and it liberated me. And even now I continue to learn anything that's in line with what I want to do, or in line with things that that help me to take my life forward. Persistence. You need to persist in the front, in the midst of any adversity. And I remember I would go out and not get a sale, and the following day I wake up as if nothing happened, and I go again. I never lost the desire or the will to try and get an order. So every time I'll go and I'll go, and even if I don't get an order, I'll go to the next door as if I didn't get a no before. I'll continue like that. So you need to be persist in doing something. And I remember I wrote emails to a company, I think for 3 years until they gave me the job. That's the kind of persistence that you want to have in your life, where you knock the door until the door opens, where the circle will not close until you close the cell. So you must always close the cell. The circle must be complete for you to close the cell. So you must be able to persist with what you believe. If you believe that's your way, the way that you have to go through to create success and wealth in your life, you have to persist until you get the results that you want. That's number 8. And now I'm talking about ninth principle, which is the power of the mastermind. The mastermind is it's where you get people that are like-minded together, and then you can learn from them. You can be able to create a group where you encourage each other. But hardly in this kind of the world you hardly find those people. But if you go to seminars, you're likely to find those kind of people that want the same thing as you, and then create a mastermind group. But if you don't have a mastermind group, you can carry on with the other things. The mastermind group will come. People will come to you as they see the value that you're trying to creating for yourself, and the changes you're making in your life. When they start using these 13 principles, your life will change. It changed mine. And people start getting attracted to you when they see the changes, the positive changes that are happening in your life. And a mastermind group will come, and people will ask you to teach them, and it will open a path for you to learn from other people that are on a higher mastermind class than you are in. So continue to learn. If you don't have a mastermind group, learn, get books from these people like Napoleon Hill and Goddard, the other people that started this revolution, like the people that I listen to, like Brian Tracy and Jim Rohn. Those are the people that I listen to that can give you advice even from their grave, that can give you a better life that you want now. And then the 10th principle is transmutation. He writes it as this one is of the controversial point in Hill's book. He explains that we all have strong sexual energy within us that we use to charm and attract the people we have an interest in. If we gather this energy and use it through creative imagination, we'll be able to sound and seem more charming to people. This charm can help us to get what we want by convincing people around us through whom we may be able to achieve what we desire. Transmutation is be able to persuade and be able to sell yourself to other people. I call this as sales, which I teach in other videos. So you should be able to have a strong desire for you to be able to be attractive to people with the value that you bring, and be creative in selling your ideas to these people. Like what I do when I go selling my services. Most people that do printing, they want deposits, and when I want a big contract, at times I say, don't give me a deposit, you pay me when I'm done. This gives them confidence that they're not losing any money in advance, and then they can say they don't want the work after I've done it. So it's easier for them to do business with me, even if I can charge more than other people, because there have been a tendency of people taking deposits and not delivering. So if you go and you say, I'm going to do this job without a deposit, and you get the money somewhere else, it gives the client the confidence that you know what you're doing and that you can build a great thing. I just used this principle when I was doing something for DHL. It helped me to create and to have a client, because I offered them value before they paid anything. So that's the one for transmutation, and then that's the 10th principle. And then we go into the 11th principle, the subconscious mind. When I started learning how the mind works and how it brings changes in my life, it liberated me, because in a day we think about 60 to 70,000 thoughts, and most of those thoughts are the same thoughts every day. And if you're thinking about negative thoughts, you will have maybe 60 to 70 negative thoughts every time, and then the same thoughts gives you the same feelings, that gives you the same results. So when you want to change your life, you need to be able to be aware of your thoughts and what you think, because the subconscious mind is so much powerful. Whatever you you think about, and the dominant thoughts, the subconscious creates them. So if your dominant thoughts are of lack, your subconscious will bring you more of that. So it's like an algorithm. Whatever you dwell on, whatever you think about, whatever your dominant thoughts, the subconscious creates them. And then whatever you think about today will be your life tomorrow. Because in the meantime, in the moment, that's where we create our life, through our thoughts, and the subconscious just actions them. So the subconscious, they have no some sense of humor. It doesn't say, "Oh, you don't want these thoughts are going to bring you a poor life, so we won't take this." No, it gives you whatever you put in them. If you sow seeds of grapes, you get grapes. If you sow seeds of millies, you get. So the subconscious cannot choose what should come in your life, but it can action everything that you give it to it. You give to the subconscious things to create by the thoughts that you continually think about. If you think about negative thoughts, the subconscious brings you more of that. If you think about lack, the subconscious gives you that. I'm always positive with my life. I'm always thinking about positive things in my life. So I hope you start be aware of your thoughts that you're thinking about every day. If you think about a bad thought, think about 10 positive thoughts. Wake up and have some affirmations. And if you can go to my website, you'll be able to see some affirmations. If you don't have them, write to me. I'll send you some affirmations. I think I have a book about affirmations that you can go through every time in your life, from day one, I think, to about the 3 months of affirmations. You go back up to them again. So I've compiled that book that will help you. Let me know. I'll be able to get you in touch with that book. So the subconscious mind is very powerful. You create your life by the thoughts you think about. The dominant thoughts create your life. So you need to be very careful what kind of thoughts you are thinking about in your life today. Think about always be aware of your thoughts. And then the 12th one is the brain. You need to understand how the brain works. And so many people, and school does not teach you how the brain works. We just think it's the brain. The brain is our lives. The brain is an energy. The brain creates the energy that fuels our life. So it's like when you take a magnifying glass and you put it in the right position, and there's grass underneath, it will light up that grass because of the energy that it converts energy to something or something. So whatever your thoughts becomes things. So if you're thinking of negative thoughts, if your mind is thinking of negative thoughts, it brings you that. They become things. Your thoughts become things. It's very important for you to understand that thoughts become things, and be aware if you are thinking of something that you want to create. So you must know, do you want to create this in your life? Or if you don't want, then you change your thoughts and you change your life. If you change your thoughts, you change your feelings, you change your life, you change everything else. So be aware of how powerful the mind is. That's our 12th principle. And then the last principle is the sixth sense. The sixth sense is like intuition, to be able to see what works for you, to just have an intuition that one day is going to work. Here they described it as, I'm going to read it as it is. This is your intuition or gut feeling, and it becomes more profound when you start meditating and turning into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your connection with the infinite wisdom of the universe. When we tune into our subconscious, which is in turn tune into the universe, we get answers to our questions that would otherwise have eluded us. These answers may come to us as hunches or gut feeling, and this is why they must not be ignored. So your intuition, like gut feeling, comes when you start meditating about the truth, and when you start wanting to connect to the infinity intelligence, because there's only one mind in this world, and that's the universal mind, and we are connected to that. So if we connect to that, we'll be able to change our lives every day. So those are the 13 principles from Think and Grow Rich, and I hope you listen to this again and again for you to understand them. And if you can, get out of the book, and if you can't, write to me. I'll send you a PDF. This book is freely available. I'll send it to you for free. I'll try and see if I can put a link in below. If you're on YouTube, if you're not, there's my email address. Email to me and I'll send you the book. Thank you very much for watching this video, and let me know what you think. And I've done a video before about who Napoleon Hill was, and if you want to learn more about Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, please look for my video Napoleon Hill, and they need to give you a brief about Napoleon Hill, and in the comments below that video you will have like a small bio about Napoleon Hill, so that you can understand that he also started his life from nothing. He was an orphan at the age of 13. He did not blame the world, he did not blame anyone. He went on to be the biggest teacher of a philosophy that has changed people's lives throughout the world, and most people in self-help development industry, they learned from him. This book Think and Grow Rich is a must buy book that should be in your house, that you carry everywhere else, that reaffirms that you can be successful like everyone else. We're not born to be poor. We're not born to struggle. We can change our lives. You can be born in a poor family, but you can change that if you take these principles into account. Good luck with your life, good luck with everything else. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. My name is Stan, and let me know what you want me to talk about in the next video. Let me know if this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much.